Yo, New York Yankees fans, yet again, it is Felix from NYNYNEWS.com, like always. Estás?
From New York City, you are now tuned into NYYNEWS.com radio with your host, NYY News, Felix, for the latest New York Yankees news and rumors.
Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hola, cómo estás? With me, the King Source, and my
Hola,
co-host.
cómo estás? With an S. But go ahead.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hola, cómo estás? With me, the King Source. Remember to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, watch all that fun stuff. And here's my co-host, Felix.
The NYY News Felix. Hey, this is your show now. This one. You're in charge. Go ahead.
So I wanted to talk about the Yankees' upcoming offseason. I don't think they're doing anything. I think they're going to be done in the ALDS if they get there. I do think if they get to the wild card round, they're going to win, because if they do, the Twins are going to be waiting for that third wild card. And that could be what gets them into the ALDS. But I think they lose the ALDS no matter what. They're not going to pull the Phillies. I'm not seeing it. They don't have the pitching the Phillies did. And there comes Mittens out behind the curtain.
The cat behind the curtain. I was wondering why your $500 custom-made The King Source blanket was moving. Such a pretty cat.
Tuxedo Tabby. Huh. I think she's hungry. Let's go find the food bowl.
Hold up, Adam. Can you bring the cat back and give it a kiss in the cheek? Because you gotta show everybody.
Huh?
There we go. Look how compassionate Adam King is. All you silly trolls that think Adam King is on the FBI most wanted list or something like that. Carry on, Adam. Your show.
Anyway, I wanted to talk a little about the Yankees offseason, and I put up an article today on my website, kingsource.com, about one of the plans,
Which is highly trafficked, by the way. So many visitors from Russia for some reason.
I don't get that one. And China and Japan, I don't get it.
Wow.
I don't get it. I don't even know how they're translating it to read it over there, but okay. But I've got 5-6 different plans I would do, and I put up one of them. It's not my favorite one, but I put up one of them up there in which I identify the holes in the lineup, hole in the rotation, hole in the bullpen, and I say how I'd go about doing it. The first move I suggested was going out and signing Snell and Hader right off the bat. Yeah, you probably lose a draft pick in that. I'd be stunned if the Padres did not make him qualifying offers. They're going to reject him. No chance either accepts it. So you'd probably lose a draft pick or two. But what move would you suggest first, Felix?
Moves from when, specifically?
We're talking the off season.
Wow, I would freaking clean house with this team. Did you see that how Steinbrenner is putting his legacy on the line, even though he doesn't have a legacy at this point?
Until the Yankees get another title, there's no legacy.
Imagine if the Yankees missed the playoffs and they had a chance to unload these players that are free agents next season, and the Yankees basically didn't get anything.
Yeah, I even noticed there's 18 guys going into arbitration. That seems like a buttload for any team. How do the Yankees have 18? There's 3 I know aren't. They got it wrong on websites, whatever. There's 3 I know aren't. Like 34-year-old Kyle Gashioka, no chance he's in arbitration still. He's been on the Yankees for like 6 years. There's no chance he's still in arbitration.
So here's the Yankees' problem. They could never recover from left field. I know you hate Brett Gardner. You always called Brett Gardner cancer. But in my opinion, he was an iron horse. At least he could play every day. He was available. He was like freaking your go-to guy. He could play every day. The Yankees haven't recovered from that. So another situation, I know Gary Sanchez was trash, ending his Yankees career. The Yankees could never recover from the catching position either. They're weak there. So this offseason, I will just completely clean the roster and build around Aaron Judge.
I think the first guy I do is get rid of Higashioka. I trade Torres. He's just not doing it. IKF, let's let him go. Free agency. I'd let Bader go, too injury prone. DJ, Rizzo, Stanton, and Judge can't do anything about. There's nobody to get rid of. No trade value. The one option with Stanton would be if the Dodgers.
Well, if Stanton finishes off hot,
Yeah, and then the
There
Dodgers
could be a
without
team. There
Ohtani,
could be a
that
team
opens
this
the door.
offseason that could pick him up.
The only two teams who waives no trade clause for the Angels and Dodgers. Will the one that misses out on Ohtani go after Stanton? There could be a
At this
chance
point,
for that
I think Stanton will go to any team. He's not the Stanton that hit what? How many home runs did he hit with the Marlins that
one.
one
It was
season?
59 the last year before he became a Yankee. Then he hits
Yeah,
34.
he can't go around acting like his his shit doesn't stink. All right, he hasn't been an all-star, a superstar in years. So.
It's only been an all-star at the Yankees once. I think it was his first year at the Yankees.
And he wasn't even that. No. Yeah, was it? Was he injured? Did he make the All-Star team and he couldn't play?
I think he made the All-Star game that didn't play, but he still had 34 homers, 100 RBIs, a 280 something batting average. It was a good year. And then he just falls off a cliff after that.
But last season he made the All-Star team, but I didn't think he was worthy of it.
Yeah. Every year, at least 10 of the All-Stars are not worthy of it. Every year. It's just like a name thing or whatever it is. Another move I would make, though, is Germán. I would non-tender immediately. Just wave bye-bye. Get out. You're done.
Germán's done as a Yankee. He can't recover from that. He was about to beat up Aaron Boone.
That perfect game is going to go down in infamy now. That's going to be bad what Yankees fans think about.
Woman beater and a potential teammate beater as well.
Uh-huh. And there's proof he swung at a few teammates and Boone and missed, but still. I'd let him go, let Severino go. Schmidt, I think, has earned a chance to be the fifth starter or fourth starter. I think I'm confident with him there. So that leaves a rotation spot open. And that's where Blake Snell would come in. Put him in there, and now you've got a pretty good rotation. But yeah, the Yankees got to clean out. I think I would bring Jake Bauers back, just as a bench bat, back at first baseman, outfielder.
Yeah, he's been legit.
I think I'd bring him back. With catching position, after I non-tender Gashioka or just get rid of him, I'd probably just give it to Trevino, give him another chance because we know he was injured all year, and then Wortvet and Wells. Just try to go with those three.
I'm not too confident with the Yankees catching position. I think they need an offensive catcher.
I kind of agree, and one did ask to be traded to the Yankees if he was traded at the deadline. He was not traded, though. That was Salvador Perez. I was told that.
How old is Perez now?
Salvador Perez is 33. I think he'll be 34 before next season.
But I think if he does somehow come to the Yankees, I don't know, man. I think it's just a small market Kansas City thing.
Yeah.
Is why he's able to perform the way he performs.
Yeah, I think he'd be okay in Yankee Stadium, but we would not see that 46 homer season again.
Yeah.
And that's another big issue. There's not really a lot of offensive catchers around baseball. Yankees might have one in Austin Wells, though. I'd be willing to bring him
I
up.
don't know about that.
And he's
how tall is Austin Wells?
He's 6'1".
Okay.
And
see, he's a 6'1", but
6'4".
he's not. When looking at Austin Wells, is he that like muscular? Or what is he? I think he's in the middle.
I would put him in the middle too. When I see pictures of him, he's got muscle, but it doesn't look like that big.
He doesn't intimidate me.
No. It's not that type of catcher, and there's not really any available right now, and that's the big issue for the Yankees. And he's about to get called up to the bigs as well. He's raking at AAA. The only place to go is the MLB. He'll probably be one of the September call-ups, though, and given a chance there. Another black hole is third base. What are they going to do about third base? Because DJ LeMahieu needs to go back to second base. He needs to take second base just to relax into that position. So
I think DJ LeMahieu's cooked, man.
He's batted, 390 since the trade deadline, but it's starting to peter off now. If you look at his hitting last 4 or 5 games, it's starting to peter off again. He's got like a 5-game hitting streak, but it's one hit each game. There's no multi-hit.
Put it like this. DJ LeMahieu bats with a heavy bat.
Yes.
Maybe it benefited him being a younger player, but now as he ages, it's going to slow down his bat tremendously. I
never really liked his swing because he would always, that left field corner with him is always wide open, and he never tries to pull a pitch down there.
It's that bat, man, is free. He uses like a heavy bat.
Yeah.
It's not going to work for him as he goes up there in age.
I think he's using like a 36 ounce, or the heaviest is 38 ounce. Not very many use those. But I think DJ's using a 36 ounce, but he should use like a 30.
Yeah,
he's
using
6'5".
a big bat.
He's a big guy. He should be able to use a 30 and still drive balls out.
Just like Alfonso Soriano used to use a big bat.
But Soriano was think it was 6'3", 6'4", and he was muscular. He's a big, muscular dude. He could do it.
No, I think he was like 6 foot though. Around there.
Soriano?
Look it up. 6'1", 6 feet. I'll be surprised if he's 6'3".
Let's pull up a player card here, see what it says. It's not showing his height. That's funny.
Just Google Alfonso Soriano height.
6'1", according to MLB.com.
Yeah, he was about 6 feet.
Okay.
You know those heights are always off by 1 inch or something.
Yeah, either high or low. It's crazy. 99% of athletes, whatever listed height is going to be off one way or the other. 99%.
Yeah, just like they had Anthony Volpe being like what 5'11" or something like that.
When he first signed with the Yankees, they had him listed at 6'1".
Yeah, that's weird.
Roderick Arias was listed at 6'5". Now he's listed at 6 foot. Oswald Peraza was listed at 6'3". Now he's listed at 6 foot. Waldo Cabrera was listed at 6'4". Now he's listed at 6 feet. The initial listings on those are just way off. Now, don't trust it, people. I'm telling you, don't trust it. But yeah, and I don't trust Peraza anymore either. I think the Yankees broke him just like they did Frazier. But third base, I would probably go after Ryan McKenna of the Rockies. I think they would trade him. He's under contract to 2028, affordable contract, but I think you could get him. Probably cost like Everson Pereira and some good prospects, but I think you could do it.
If I were the Yankees, I'd just continue to follow the recipe of Aaron Judge. You got Spencer Jones down there. Guy is obviously built like a tank. I would take my chances with a guy like that.
Spencer Jones, 6'7", was he 250? Big dude, and he's hitting 280. He's proven he's got the average back.
Yeah, just follow the Aaron Judge recipe, man.
And with third base, I might just call up Trey Sweeney, who's about to go to AAA. Talking high average bat, 6'5", third base, and he's going to get to everything.
Yeah, man, I'm tired of the Yankees calling these puny, tiny players up.
Yeah, like Volpe was like 5'8", 5'9". You got to stop calling these guys up. Call up some big guys.
Where's the eye test, though? Come on, let's be honest. If we saw these guys in the street, would they be intimidating?
No.
The same could be said in sports. You put big guys out there, you're gonna intimidate the opposing pitchers. Even if if they swing and miss, you're still going to intimidate the pitchers.
And Volpe is on pace right now for 22 home runs. That's not really impressive at the shortstop position nowadays. 30 plus is impressive, especially after what Didi Gregorius did with a couple 30 homer seasons with the Yankees.
Yeah, Didi, I didn't really like him as a Yankee, but I liked his clubhouse presence. He was a way better player than Volpe. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, I'm not sold on Volpe. Most scouts around baseball do not think he can stick a shortstop long term. So shortstop is still an issue for the Yankees.
And come on. Honestly, is the guy going to bounce back even if you plug him at second base? I really want to see his second season in the big leagues. If he's subpar, he's a failed prospect.
In a second season, he needs to be moved to second base. If I give him a second season, it's got to be at second base just to see if he can actually play that position. He has missed so many balls.
And if he flops again, he's not a big leaguer.
I don't think he's a big leaguer now. He's batting 205. That doesn't cut it. Jeter batted 347 his rookie year. That's only like 80 games, but still. Or
I can't believe they keep trying to compare Volpe to Jeter.
Jeter was 6'3".
Exactly. Completely different body size,
body
frame. Jeter's the type of height, you see him in the street, you don't want beef with him.
Yeah.
Volpe, you see him in the street, he's talking smack, you're going to just smack him across his head, and he's not going to do anything back.
Let's check with the Rangers at their shortstop. Corey Seager, he's 6'4". That's a big shortstop. He would have been a perfect fit for the Yankees, too, at this point.
Yeah. What the hell? Because now we know it's Hal Steinbrenner pulling the strings.
Yes.
The Yankees should have took advantage and got players like that.
Yeah. Cashman put out to round baseball circles. He was supposed to be a Yankee. Cashman put out around baseball circles after the deadline that Hal stopped a bunch of trades. I was told at least 8, which would make sense to get rid of a bunch of guys. But if Hal is doing this kind of sabotage, what good is he doing as a Yankee owner?
You know, that's internally an internal struggle going on there if something like that was leaked.
Oh, yeah.
Because Cashman was catching a lot of heat. You saw people at the stadium with fire Cashman banners, and suddenly that information was
put out. This isn't the first time Cashman has called out Hal. He's done it 5 times now.
And I'm going to give you props. You've been the first one to tell everybody that it's Hal pulling the strings.
I've known it was. Remember, my dad's cousin is one of Cashman's assistants. I get a little information from him. Not a ton, but a little. And he's been telling me, ever since Hal took over, Hal's controlled every single move. every trade, every free agent signing, etc. And by the way, Randy Levine does 95% of the trades, not Cashman. The last trade
Right.
Cashman did was Rizzo. The rest are Levine. The president of baseball operations is the one that does most of the trades. That's Randy Levine. Most people don't know that.
Like I said, Yankees flopped this season. Hal Steinbrenner literally rolled the dice, not making, stopping Cashman from making moves. This guy's going to be the most hated man in New York City.
If the Yankees don't even
miss
get out of the ALDS, he might get run out.
Because if they missed the playoffs, the Yankees could have got something back from the players that Cashman was going to trade.
The Marlins were offering a top 5 prospect for Torres. I think it's the 2 players for Torres. One was a top 5 prospect, one was low level. That's what Cashman was talking about. You get a top 5 prospect from the Marlins, who are like the 3rd or 4th ranked farm system. That's going to be a good player. That one does make me mad. Another one that makes me mad is Yamir Candelario, but not because the Yankees didn't get him. What the Nationals demanded. They got the 16th and 26th ranked Cubs prospects. They demanded Everson Pereira, the Yankees' number 3 prospect, and Drew Thorpe, the Yankees' number 5 prospect from the Yankees. How's that fair?
Let's be honest, the Yankees farm system is not all that nowadays.
It's ranked 11th right now, and I think it should be a little bit higher. But still, you should not be demanding that different of packages. The Cubs farm is worse than the Yankees.
But let's admit this, like, that's not accurate information because the Yankees farm system has always been ranked low. Then you have players like Aaron Judge coming out of nowhere, Cano coming out of nowhere, Ching-Ming Wang coming out of nowhere. You know, now that the Yankees were finally ranked number 1, we had the number 1 prospect. He's completely turned out to be a dud. See how that works?
Yeah. And Jason Dominguez, I think, will come out fine, but prepare for him to be like that 25, 30 homer, 80, 85 RBI player. That's just fine for him. Because he's going to be a high 200s hitter, probably about 290 hitter. So he's hitting that 25 home runs, 85 RBIs. That's fine. I'll be happy with that. And he's going to steal 30, 40 bases a year as well. So don't expect
I think once Dominguez comes to the big leagues, he's going to gain weight. Like, he's the type of dude that looks like he likes to eat. And especially when you're in New York City traveling a lot, that guy's going to gain weight.
Another height wrong one. They claim Jason Dominguez is 5'10". He's not. When he stood by Peraza, they have listed 6 foot. He was slightly taller than him. Visibly slightly taller, like a half inch taller. I think Jason Dominguez is up to 6 feet now.
Yeah, he's taller. He's definitely not 5'11".
He's got to be 6 foot 6'1" now. He's a lot bigger. You see him bat. He's a little bit intimidating in the batter's box.
Yeah, Dominguez is an intimidating looking guy for sure.
And even though he's a big muscular guy, he's not that scary type like Stanton. I think Stanton being that bodybuild has been a detriment.
Stanton is just too streaky for me. Stanton, he's not consistent.
I've always been a Stanton fan, but since he came to the Yankees, something has been off.
They've been babying him DH. He doesn't like playing DH. He likes playing the field.
Yes, and that's going to be something the Dodgers are looking for. Right-handed outfielder, keep that in mind. Will they go after him? That'll be something to keep an eye on. Another hole is left field, and we talked about that one. I would go after Juan Soto, and yes, he is going to be available this offseason. You bet the Yankees are going to try for him because of what Hal said at the trade deadline. He's got to go for him now. He tied his own hands. But will they get that deal done? That'll be a question.
I don't know, man. I would have liked to see another full season of Juan Soto not being a free agent. Then I will say, okay, offer him all this money.
He's having a pretty good year this year. It's going to be a 3,100 year. He's batting, 280 now. So it's a pretty good year. But put him in the Bronx, the home runs are going to go up, but his overall ability going to be increased. Because he's going to pop balls up that'll follow the right field fence.
Juan Soto, when he was in the minors, where was he ranked, prospect-wise?
He didn't really play a lot in the minors because he came up at 18. If you look at his...
He came straight from camp in DR then, or what? Because he came up so fast. I don't remember.
I'm going to pull it up here. You can look at Baseball Reference or MLB.com, and it'll show. It's not showing Baseball Reference. I want MLB.com, and it'll show where they came from. He was called up at 18, so I'm not even sure he was ever in the minors. Let's see. Go back here. No, he was never in the minors, according to MLB.com.
Okay. So he's always been a prodigy.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know, man. I'm not too confident in giving because he's gonna. Any team that signs him is going to go huge with that contract.
Probably a lot more than he's worth. Just like with Ohtani,
Yeah.
probably could get $50 million a year. But
Ohtani's literally worth that money, bro.
I don't think
he gets.
he is, but especially with
Because
this
he has to get paid
cramping
being a
issues.
pitcher and a hitter at the same time.
Yeah, but
He's going to get
you
paid.
get a player like Judge, he's being a defender and hitter at the same time, and the defense is just as good.
Yeah, but
if not better.
you're also paying for the Cy Young caliber pitcher Ohtani is too, though.
His stats aren't Cy Young this year. Cole's going to get the Cy Young this year. He's just that good. But I get what you're saying. I've never liked Ohtani. I don't think he can last long term, and he's already showing signs of breaking down with the cramping. That should be alarming to everybody. When he's starting to cramp, hands, back, I think there's an arm cramp. That's not natural. How many players have cramped 3 times in 3 games? I've never heard of it before, literally. So I don't think he'll last long term. So I hope the Dodgers do get him because it'll end up being a waste of money long term.
I think the Angels are going to retain him.
Only
They
if
have
they
to.
win the ALDS.
It'll be a stupid business decision. That guy's a draw for them.
But that's why they kept Trout, by the way. Mike Trout, is they want to have a
No,
star.
he's gone. He's gone in the offseason. Trout's gone. They're going to
Only
try to
if they
unload
keep
that
Ohtani.
contract.
Only if they keep Ohtani. But yeah, it's going to be very hard to retain Ohtani for them. Dodgers are going to make it like a $500 million offer right off the bat.
I don't know. Dodgers, if they do, they're a legendary organization then.
And remember, the Mets are not going after him. They already closed the door. How's that one for surprising? They flat out said they're not going after any.
Supposedly their comeback season is going to be 2025 or something.
Yeah, they're not going after any big time free agents in this coming off season. They'll sign key guys and then draft and then try for it again in 2025. It's not a tank per se. But yeah, that's another question I had for you. Where do you think Pete Alonso is going to end up? Because he will be traded this offseason, is the belief.
No, I think he's a Met for life. I don't think there's any warranty for them to trade him.
The Mets GM said they will shop him, but you might have a point.
That's no loyalty. That's because Alonso has been loyal to the Mets.
It might just be a ploy to force Alonso's hands now that I think about it. To say they'll shop him to try to get him to sign.
That's a franchise player right there, Pete Alonso. He hasn't. I'm a Yankees fan. You know, the Yankees fans are not supposed to get along with Mets fans, but I really don't care about the Mets. That guy's a franchise player. His
first year was kind of jacked up by the juice ball. His stats are not accurate that first year, but
last season he's proven that he's a good player.
Yeah, he's probably a good 3,100 player every year, but his batting average this year is 200. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
He started off hot though, and then he got injured.
Yeah, he did get that injury, but that's alarming.
Like that.
5th-year player, 4th-year player it is, and 200 batting average. It should alarm people. I heard a rumor today from a Mets fan. Figure this one out.
But come on, that was a beast season Pete Alonso had last season, though. 131 RBIs.
Yeah, it was a very good year. Very good year.
Yeah.
But here's a rumor.
Mets got to be on crack, though. They're contemplating even trading him.
Yeah. Here's another one. There is a Mets reporter saying Lindor will be traded this offseason and the Yankees are the favorites. In what world does that make sense?
I wouldn't take Lindor, even if he was for free.
I wouldn't either at this point. I think the Mets broken. He's on pace for, 26 homers?
Or maybe Lindor broke the Mets. How about that?
Could be. I think that stadium.
Because he was kind of like a clubhouse cancer once he got there.
Yeah, a little bit. But you have to remember, he came from Cleveland that has a very good park to hit in.
And then he made recommendations to get Baez and all that stuff.
Yeah. And Baez would have been a disaster, whatever his name is. Then he goes to a big-time pitcher's park in Queens, and that will affect the player. But yeah, you are right. There have been several stories about him being a bad influence in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that guy.
I wouldn't touch him either. I don't think he'll ever be a star again, ever have that big season again. But I don't think they trade him either. I really don't.
Who's going to take him, though? Look at his contract.
Yeah, that contract is pretty untradeable. He's got a no-trade clause, so he gets to pick it. That's a problem.
See, this is the problem I have, giving those type of contracts to those players that have that kind of body frame.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
And Lindor is about 5'10", a small guy, so he has to really power the ball to get it out, really take a power swing. How long can that last? That's not a long-lasting swing.
The only guy that you could say that to because he has proven himself when it counts is maybe Jose Altuve.
He's a known sign stealer. So
exactly, but overall, his career, he's a winner. What he meant to the Astros was what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, Betts is a
Without
pretty
him, the
good small
Astros
guy.
wouldn't have won all those.
Yeah.
Went to the
Mookie
playoffs.
Betts
won
is
those
another good small
championships.
guy. He's like 5'9". My brother met him, by the
Mookie
way.
Betts is another exception, though. He's actually a
Yeah.
great player, though. He
My
reinvents
brother,
himself every season.
yeah, my brother is 5'10". He got to meet Betts. He lives in LA. My brother does. Betts was visibly a half inch shorter than my 5'10" brother. So that kind of tells me that his height is pretty accurate at 5'9" or 5'10". Yeah,
I mean, if you're a multi-sport player like Mookie Betts is, he likes bowling. I think those aspects kind of fit into baseball.
Yes, and if he keeps bowling, that'll kind of keep him flexible with that movement.
Yeah.
And
Maybe benefits him because he doesn't fit there in height either.
Yes.
Let's try something new on this podcast. That's funny because people tune in because Adam King is a legend. He's hilarious. In my honest opinion, he's going to be bigger than all these guys online. Adam, do you have Tinder?
I used to, like 10 years ago. I have not touched it since.
Okay, live on Hola, cómo estás, install Tinder and go swiping in your area and see what kind of women pop up.
Pretty much nothing. It's not used up here.
Let's just try. Let's see.
There's 3 total users in Idaho.
Let's see.
I checked.
This is the Hola, cómo estás exclusive. Adam King goes swiping on Tinder. What's the town you live in again in Idaho?
Idaho Falls.
Adam King goes Tinder swiping in Idaho Falls. The location where they filmed Napoleon Dynamite, was it?
There were a part of it was filmed here.
Yeah.
Most of it was filmed about 45 minutes south to an hour south down in Preston, but it was filmed partially in Blackfoot, partially Idaho Falls, a couple scenes in Shelley, so all over the area. They did it.
So it's one of the top 5 films that were ever filmed in Idaho.
And I have met John Heater. He came back up for a reunion thing. I met him. He's a weird guy.
What's his name? John Heater?
Yep, that's the guy that plays Napoleon.
What made him weird?
Just the way he was acting, everything just came off weird to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oops. If I could type, that would help. 394. Okay. Got that set up. It says welcome to Tinder. So have to set up a profile a little bit.
You'll be surprised how even though you might think females might not pop up, you'll be surprised. They're just waiting for a real man like Adam King to swipe right, I think it is, when you like them.
Sometimes. If I could type. If I could type. Hitting the wrong ones. There we go.
Oh, so that proves for all the people that call Adam King a pervert, that proves that he is not. Because if he was, he would have had Tinder installed and he would have had a profile already.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. Debunked. Live on Hola, cómo estás.
Wants me to pick 5 of these. But that one. Nope, not that one. Ready to go. Yeah, not that one. No, not that one. Okay. Go with that.
By the way, while you're doing that, try to play some classical music in the background, just to kill time.
Contacts. Okay, it is pulling up some girls.
All right, does it actually work so you can show it on the screen? Let's see the woman of Idaho Falls.
They're not showing Idaho Falls, they're showing Ammon or Shelley, which is about 5-6 miles away.
Yeah.
Both of them.
But show the people out there what's appearing on your phone.
Like her. And I know her, actually.
Can you hold on? Let the camera focus. Let the camera focus. because it's too. All right. Okay. Josie, 40. Wow, she looks good for 41.
Yeah, I've met her. She's a friend of my brother.
Yeah. You're obviously gonna like her profile, right?
There's another one. I think I've met her.
Let it focus. Casey, 33. Wow, you got some good-looking woman over there.
I ran into her in the hospital last week when I went to visit somebody who was in the ICU.
Mary, 31. Oh my God. How do you meet her? You said hello, or you just remember her face?
I remember the face. I have eidetic memory. I see a face most of the time. I remember it. I was walking to the hospital, the ICU, to visit this person I go to church with. It was in the ICU. Has since died, and I just walked right by her. I remember seeing her.
So keep swiping. Let's see.
Shows Maggie.
Let it focus. Okay. Well, okay. From what I've seen, you have better looking women where you're from than New York City, because I get all the weirdos. Let's see. Okay. All right.
You'll find
so when I swipe in New York City, I get all these freaking hippies and stuff like that.
Okay, that's a pretty good looking one.
Okay. All right. Which one have you liked the best so far?
Probably that JC I just showed you. Ooh. That is a weird bio. Why would you put that on her bio?
What does it say? Life isn't all blowjobs and burritos.
Why would you put that in your freaking bio? That gets a no from me if you put something like that in your bio.
Jesus Christ.
That shows your mind is in the wrong spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam King is going Tinder swiping.
There's not very many that catch my attention.
I just want to say a really funny one.
Oh, is that a real girl or is that AI?
No, that's real. She's probably just wearing a filter.
You want to see a funny one? What's a fat look?
Let's go. Okay, Mackenzie. Okay, she's swipe her pictures. Let's see more.
Oops.
Maybe she's just catfishing.
Can't swipe now. It swiped her whole profile off.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, to click on profile. Okay, that's what happened.
We have 4 minutes remaining, so let's see 2 more.
Okay. And that's one of my pet peeves. Why would you make yourself look like an ox?
An ox. Let's see more of her pictures.
It's a pretty girl, but... Okay.
Let's see. Alright, yeah. I mean, you live in an area where there's a beautiful woman, Adam. Let's see.
She's a pretty girl, but that stupid nose ring ruins it.
These darn liberals everywhere.
Which one is it?
I have no idea. Usually when they do that, they're not the most prettiest one in the picture. It's going to be the less attractive one.
Okay. Okay, that tells me it's one of the blondes.
So they just keep taking photos with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's the less attractive one that does it. That the profile belongs to.
Yeah, anyways.
Closing this out, you're the host of this show in particular for this one. Close it out. Whatever you want to say. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. Remember, check out my channel too, The King
But
Sword.
you could don't close it out. You could continue to talk about the Yankees. I'll let you know 30 seconds before.
But before we end, let's go ahead and talk about a few more things. A few more holes identified. The Yankees going to need another arm or two in the bullpen. Center field is a black hole, unless they call Jason Dominguez up, which is actually likely. Remember, he was in spring training last year and raked. And he's about to go to AAA again. Probably, if they call up Everson Pereira, Jason Dominguez is coming up to AAA. They'll play a month to AAA. Another one was, what was it? Identified catcher need to be improved. There's another position. Left field, third base, shortstop. Second base, I did identify as an issue unless DJ can come back and bat 300 again. Keep an eye on that one. And by the way, the payroll, as soon as free agency starts, will drop to $179 million, and that includes Donaldson's money going off. That's a lot of money coming off the books. You think how wants to reset? Yeah, he can reset.
Yeah, the Yankees have Amazon deals, freaking sponsorship deals on the jersey. If he doesn't spend, he's full of shit.
Oh, yeah. The Yankees are on pace for about $880 million this year because of these new sponsorships. They jacked it up there.
To close it out, 1 minute remaining. Can you close it out by singing, saying, "Thank you for tuning in to Hola, cómo"? Just do it in the classical voice of whatever you're going to say, but do it in the singing voice.
Not today. I'm not today. I've been dealing with a very sore neck and back. I'm having a hard time keeping my head up. I'll probably head up back to the chiropractors tomorrow. We'll see.
But that's what real singers are made of, though. You have to, just like if a player's playing injured and has to play.
It's different when you have a very sore back and neck after being in 2 car wrecks. But make sure you tune in next time to Hola, cómo estás, the King Source.
Just make sure you tune in next time to Hola, cómo estás with Adam King.
See what we talk about next time. We'll see where the Yankees are in the playoff race. They lost a game in the standings today, by the way. They're now 3.5 out again. We'll see how the rest of the series goes. I think they'll win one more game this series. We'll see.
Again, Yankees fans, this has been who?
Adam King, the King Source.
This has been NYYNEWS Felix. Make sure you share, and subscribe, and we'll check you out next time.
Have a great day.
All right, take it easy.
Before it hits the front page, NY